Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. A lot of noise has been going around lately about XRP trademarks, with some influencers claiming this means that the United States government patented XRP or officially recognized it as a payment method. Hey, look at this headline from the Crypto Basic. US patent clearly shows XRP registered as a payment method in the United States. Is that right? So this is proof that XRP is official US payment method now? Like that's what that means? Well, let's go to our trusted influencers here. Here you have at Crypto Barbie here with 107,000 followers shared this document. It's from the United States of America, United States Patent and Trademark Office. And wrote here, and you can see the letters XRP at top. There you go. And wrote here, wow, a document has surfaced. The US has patented XRP and declared it as a payment method for financial services. This has already happened in 2013. XRP is a done deal. Oh, is that what that means? XRP declared as a payment method for financial services. The United States said so back in 2013, which is when this is dated, December 31st, 2013. So it's just done. And we're just now finding out, 11 and a half years later. Oh, okay. What about this one from Jack the Rippler? Who I blocked a long time ago. This is the type of stuff you expect from this guy. He shared the same document and he wrote, boom, with 3 exclamation points. He's one of the boom guys. Yep, he's one of them. Boom, everything. Some news about XRP that's 12 years old. Boom. Okay, all right, thanks for nothing, Jack the Rippler. This guy's got hundreds of thousands of followers. It's just a complete disgrace, but he's making money because he's got a blue check on X. So, the more clicks he gets, the better. So he wrote here, boom. An unknown document has been revealed showing that the United States of America has already patented XRP and has classified it as a payment method for financial services. That's right, folks. He's claiming that the country, the United States, patented XRP and therefore, boom. Oh my God. And these folks, look at how widely this has been circulated. Just from this one post from Jack the Rippler, who is happy, very happy to consistently mislead his large audience. It's been seen 318,000 times so far. So far, just from that one post. And from Crypto Barbie, Emily here, if that's how I say that. How many views on this one? 146,000 views. Oh my freaking God. So let's go ahead and clear some stuff up here. Let's go ahead and do that. Just to be clear, in the United States, anyone can file for a trademark in a given industry. Anyone. A trademark doesn't grant you special legal status over the asset itself, nor does it mean that there's been some sort of government approval, okay? It simply does not mean that. It protects the use of the name in connection with like specific goods and services. And to be clear here, it wasn't the United States that patented XRP. It was Ripple, then known as OpenCoin, as you can see here on this document. That was the company name back then. But it was Ripple that filed for this trademark of XRP in this stylized font specifically. And then this is the document showing that on December 31st, 2013, the United States Patent and Trademark Office granted that trademark. That is what this shows. So, to be clear what I'm saying, since again, any company or individual can file a trademark in any given industry. And so, this means that Ripple, or even another company entirely, can hold an XRP trademark as long as it's tied to their line of business. So, Ripple has filed a number of XRP-related trademarks going back literally over a decade, including the 2013 registration under financial services, which is the one that's on your screen right here. So let me show you. This is it. This is the USPTO office, the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And this is all publicly available information. This isn't anything secret. There have been a few other instances where it was necessary for me to highlight this in previous Moon Lambo Hot Jams, because in various points over the years, people have cited nonsense pertaining to Ripple's trademarks having to do with XRP specifically, and I just debunk them every time they come back up. In this case, I felt obligated to make a video because this has gone viral within the XRP community, undoubtedly. Hundreds of thousands of people have seen this just from 2 posts. And it was circulated way more broadly than that. It had to have been in the millions. However, I don't know how many times this is posted and seen by people, but if just those 2 posts from those 2 influencers got basically 500,000 views, yeah, I'm sure it's in the millions at this point. So at this point, I'm just like, it's one of those things where it's like, audible sigh, and then facepalm, eye roll, all that stuff, all at once, all at the same time, simultaneously. But here's all of Ripple's trademarks going back over a decade. Look at this: Ripple Custody, Ripple USD, RLUSD, Ripple X, PayString. There's all sorts of stuff. I need to read all of them. Look at this: runs on Ripple with their logo. You got the old logos for XRapid, XCurrent, and XVIA. It's all right there. Look, it's just, these are all trademarks. This is normal stuff right here, right? Ripple Labs logo. This is normal company stuff here, okay? And here's the XRP filing in question. So the one that got approved at the end of 2013, it was actually filed May 17th, 2013. There's nothing spectacular going on here, just to be clear. And so this doesn't give, this trademark, to be clear, it doesn't give Ripple any kind of special legal power over the XRP ledger itself, or XRP. In fact, any firm building on XRP or the XRP ledger could apply for its own trademark. And as long as it's in a different class or use case, it could be approved. That's right. They could literally file for an XRP trademark, and you can have multiple businesses with multiple XRP trademarks. And in fact, that's actually the case now. I didn't pull up examples for this video, but there are all sorts of companies outside of crypto that have XRP trademarks, and they're approved simultaneously. Because again, like I said, what got approved here, it's not any sort of special powers or permissions over XRP or the XRP ledger, nothing of the sort. It's for the stylized font that is on your screen right now. That's it. That's it. So when you hear claims that the United States government trademarked XRP, or that this somehow proves XRP is officially recognized as a payment method, those claims are false. The reality is simple. Ripple took early steps to protect the way that they were branding their service utilizing XRP, the same way any company would. It's about brand protection, not regulatory blessing. Ripple's 2013 trademark filing was a word mark, stylized font. Again, that's it. That means it protects the letters XRP as presented in that specific stylized font and nothing more. So in fact, to be clear with that, when I say that, specifically the stylized font on your screen, if Ripple tried to make a claim about somebody using XRP in a different stylized font, to even a minute degree different than this, they'd have no valid claim. It would have to specifically be this. It has to protect exactly this. That's what this does. That's it. So that means, it protects the letters XRP as presented in that specific stylized font, and it does not give Ripple ownership of the idea of XRP itself or blanket rights. Like I said, it doesn't give blanket rights over every possible use of the letters XRP in all contexts. That is not how this works, folks. And it's kind of ridiculous that there are such large accounts in our community, influencers, that are just knowingly, happily, consistently misguiding people in the XRP community. And anybody that's complicit in this, just do better. This is ridiculous. If you don't know better and you're one of the people that's liking and reposting this, I don't blame you, but just recognize that these people are happy to mislead you. And that's not good for you. That's making you less informed. That's misleading you. I don't know about you, but you follow whoever you want to follow, but I have no interest in following people who willfully mislead people in our community. I have no interest in that. I detest them. I detest that behavior, and I push back against it. I just want to believe whatever's true. If there were honest mistakes, that's one thing. I get it. I understand it gets all excited, and then people are just reposting stuff, and they already trust whoever it is. I understand that. I get how that works. It doesn't mean that everybody that liked or reposted this is bad, but there are some people who actually are. Some people actually are intentionally misleading, and they just don't give a damn. Because you look at here, like Jack the Rippler, 4,200 hearts, 827 bookmarks, 564 comments, 1,000 reposts, and 318,000 views. Yeah, I think I know why he's doing it. Money, cha-ching, bro. But you know what? You could actually just operate in good faith and stop with this hypey lie stuff. It's literally just not. He knows better. He does know better. You could get all sorts of views and have success as a quote unquote influencer if that's what you want to do, without lying to people. Like, there's a novel idea. Again, it's okay to get stuff wrong as long as you're operating in good faith and as long as you're not incompetent. I get stuff wrong. We all get stuff wrong. This is not okay. None of this is okay here. It's understandable. Again, I'll say it again. If anybody, maybe some of you listening to this probably liked this and reposted this stuff and you didn't know any better. Well, I don't blame you. I'm just saying be cautious of who you're listening to, because there's a lot of big names out there in the XRP community with very large followings, even much larger than my following, who are happy to lie to you. So just be careful. And since they're going to keep doing this, I'm going to keep putting out these videos, and at least there will be some of you who are listening who learn this, and maybe you want to change who you trust. And I'm hoping that's helping somebody. But I'm doing my best here to try, fight the fire here, because this is completely unacceptable. And you know what? It really burns my biscuits. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.